Today we've got a very special guest joining us today, a good friend and customer of the store, Rusty Ellis. Rusty's going to talk to you about some Sabian cymbals he got recently, and how he worked with the custom shop, and how you can work with the custom shop at Sabian to get the specific type of cymbal that you're looking for. If you have a particular sound, talk to them and get a particular cymbal. Now, we're also really heading right into our Christmas season, so we've got a bit of the video area has been a bit intruded on by a lot of the beginner style kits that we get in stock this year. Forgive the mess, Rusty. While we were loading these in, we actually lost track of Joe. They don't call him Joe, the wandering drummer Amadio, for nothing. I actually got to go hunt him down. So go ahead and do your thing, show off these cymbals, and I'll be back later on. Joe! Joe! Joe, if you can hear me, play Fool in the Rain!
Well, I hope you can find Joe. Hey everybody, wanted to talk about two cymbals that I recently worked with the custom shop on, and it's a really neat idea that they offer, and I'm not sure how many of you are aware of it, but you can actually go in through their website and present them with an idea of a cymbal sound that you have in your head, and it's NEB20 cymbal. So the two ideas I had was with the launch of the HHX Complex and listening to them on YouTube, I thought, wow, I like the ozones. That's one of my favorite cymbals, and particularly the Evolution ozone. And I thought, man, it might be cool to have a 20-inch complex ozone. So I contacted Sabian through the website. They thought it was a neat idea, and here it is. The 20-inch HHX Complex O-zone. And we'll be playing these for you a little bit later, but it's got the custom shop logo on it, and it's a really cool sounding cymbal, and it's really cool that the company actually did this. And what I really appreciate about Sabian, and they're very customer focused. You know, I have a regular job, and I like to play on the weekends, and they're just as interested in me getting my sounds as they are Neil Peart, Dave Weckl, Mike Portnoy, all of their artists. They consider us part of their family too, even though, you know, I'm not a professional player. So that's important to me, because I have ideas, and they're adept at turning those ideas into sound, just as they were with Dave Weckl and the Evolutions, and Neil Peart with the Paragon series. The other cymbal we worked on was I asked them, I need an HHX cymbal that will project, and I didn't want to go the route of HHX Dry Ride. And some of you may remember they had the HHX Power Ride when the HHX series was initially introduced. Because if you try to crash in those cymbals, you know, they're so heavy that they get a little gongy. They're more for, you know, riding patterns and bell patterns. Not that you can't crash on them, but what I had in my head wasn't that type of sound. But the Groove Ride doesn't really project if you're outside and unmiked, for example. So I contacted them through the website and was like, hey, I have another idea for a ride cymbal, particularly a 22, but I need something that's going to project, have a good solid bell, but also be crashable. I said probably something like a 22-inch Groove Ride, but just with a little bit more beef. And lo and behold, here was cymbal number 2 from the custom shop. It's a 22-inch HHX Ride that I think projects really well. As you can see, it has a hammered unlathed bell, and they did an interesting lathe pattern on the bottom to help with the projection of the bell, as well as to help with stick articulation, but it's still crashable. And what helps with projection of this cymbal, as you can see, the profile is raised, which helps with stick articulation and projection versus a darker cymbal that's going to be flatter through the profile. So let's give these cymbals a listen.
So there you have it, 2 very cool custom shop cymbals from Sabian. Our thanks to Rusty for bringing them in and showing them off. If you have an idea for a Sabian custom shop cymbal, give us a call, give Sabian a call, work with us, and we'll help you get what you're looking for.